series. Today is going to be active yoga poses for the last phase before our next menstrual cycle, which is the luteal phase. During this period, we gotta really try. The yoga poses will be more focused on emotional fluctuations and fatigue, because that's when our body, the hormones rise, and look at the beautiful baby. Her name is Rani. Hi Rani. Hi Rani. She's actually sat right next to you guys. She was like right behind you guys, like where I put my phone, and she just flicked her that. Okay. I have closed the door where she's not supposed to go, so it should be fine. Okay, this is the phase when energy kind of it goes down, and we feel an increased sensitivity, a need for grounding. Did you see the emotional fluctuations have already started this morning, actually, if I'm being honest? Like that, it's just a bike going nearby, but it's just pissing me off because it's like, why are you riding so loud, Like, chill the fuck out. Anyway, this usually occurs 10 to 14 days before our period, so our energy goes down. We have more mood swings. I say mood swings, but we have less tolerance for things that normally, when we are not emotionally dysregulated, we feel okay with doing. So this is the time where we need to ground ourselves so that we don't take on additional stress than what our body is already going through, with preparation for the next shedding and emotional regulation. So this entire class is just going to be focused on grounding and just like grounding poses, actually. Restorative. Okay, so we're going to start off with Sukhasana. I think she's going to flip the phone again, is she? So this is going to be 5 minutes of this, where we're just going to focus on our breathing, okay? So the best thing to do during this stage is the inhale should be shorter than so try to exhale more than you're taking in, okay? And the affirmation and intention that I put down for this class would be, I listen to my body's wisdom and I embrace balance and peace. Hello! Just sorry. But I have a question. Go for it. While you do the question, we're going to continue doing the Sukhasana, okay? Breathe in, hold, and then continue breathing out longer. Okay? Continue doing that. When you're focusing on your breath during this stage, I would recommend that you kind of try and block everything out and just focus on your breathing. Nothing else at this moment matters. Who is next to you, no nothing. It just, all you need to do is make sure that you're honoring yourself and letting yourself listen to you rather than being conscious about what's happening around you. Wait a second. I need yoga for feet. Can you make this? Eventually we will. For feet, Ashtama. I'll make it and I'll post it in a while. First, we're going to do the cycle sync. So, as much as I want to do a feet yoga, the first thing I want to ensure is that anyone and everyone has access to information that will help you regulate your body in accordance to like the weather outside and the weather inside. I need for souls, as in this. Huh. Are you Ashtama? What do you say? Okay, cool. Are you being creepy, Tobias? Because if you are, I have nothing to say about it. Have your whatever. I mean, it's pain. I have. Oh, you have pain. Oh, that's great. Oh, wait. At the bottom. Ooh, wait. That is the soles of your feet are actually related to different body parts. So if you look into self massage, so all you have to do is put a little bit of oil and just keep doing that, okay? We were supposed to do Sukhasana, this was supposed to be grounding, but I'm teaching other things, which is fine. Okay, so the next step of the process that we're going to be doing is we move on to seated, we move on to actually gentle warm up, and the best thing about this is these positions will help you with emotional fluctuation, so emotional regulation. That's why you need to, these positions will help you soothe that part of yourself, you know, and right now a lot of us need emotional regulation. Okay, Tobias, you're gonna have to wait for another video, sweetie, because this is not it. Right now we're focusing on a cycle sync series, which can also be used for other forms of yoga. Other people can also use it, but right now we're not going to focus on feet. Do try the massage that I told you about and find out what acupressure points exactly where your pain is, because no one would know where the pain is more than you. So go online, check acupressure points on your feet and find out exactly where the pain is so you can connect it to what part of your body is actually hurting, because that and these. All of these indicate things on the inside that's happening, okay? So go look into that. I will post something regarding feet a while back. All right, perfect, no worries. Now we're going to move on to the gentle warm-up, okay? So we will start off with seated cat-cow, Chakravakasana. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds not as well as I thought it would. So hands and knees as, okay. After the seated position, when you move on to this position, it becomes a lot easier for you to ease tension in your back. The next position after that is neck and shoulder rolls. So and of course you should do it both sides. And whenever you're doing neck rolls, always goes ear to shoulder, as low as you can go. And then touch your chin to your neck. Then the other side. Again, don't try to put that up. Oh, okay. That was good. What just happened? And now after we have done a neck and shoulders roll, I'm not gonna lie guys, yesterday I was supposed to do this class. We're going to do seated twist. So you can stay like this and then one hand forward, just behind your knee, and the other one. But after doing the ovulation phase yoga classes for like 2 straight days, I had to take a little bit of a break. So that's what I did. And now, in that break, we've reached the next phase as well. So it's perfect timing for us to do this class. Oh. Doing this actually helps with digestion, and yeah, it releases any tension that we've stored here, which is good because if you're seated half the time, this allows you to release that tension. Okay. After doing the grounding exercises, we will move on to the next section of our yoga class, which is going to be a slow flow. This would normally, I would recommend you do it for like 20 minutes. But again, we honor our body and listen to it. So we will go on the basis of how we feel following each positions. Okay? The first thing we start off with is sun salutations. Now try and do it like half an hour. We don't need to be very, you can just kind of, just basically give yourself some time and space to not perform. Okay? So, I thought it would work out, but it did not. That's fine. Always forward. And then cobra, and then we move on to child's position. I would recommend doing this like at least 2 to 3 times so that also don't be too active. Honestly, if I try too hard right now, my body will hurt more than necessary, and also emotionally we are trying to see on the outside, everyone other than you knows exactly how you're feeling. Unless you tell them, no one's going to actually understand. So when it comes to exercises in yoga, yoga is a form of exercise. It's one of the earliest forms of exercises that was recommended by, our Vedic science. So the whole point of this is to ensure that you're listening to everything. So I'm listening to my body, and I'm going to make sure that I don't do it too much, and that's why after every position or pose, we're going to recheck with ourselves to see if the next one feels too hard or it feels too active, then we don't need. What kind of yoga today you do? How long is the session today? I'm not actually sure, but the kind of yoga I do is Hatha, Ashtanga, Vinyasa and Kundalini. So there's like different forms of yoga that I've kind of created. I'm going to be posting a lot of yoga classes for different things. So keep a lookout for that, subscribe, and let's move on to the position because we've only done one set of rounds of the half sun salutation. We move on to the next now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then we move on to child's pose. So inhale here. Last round. Now the next position is going to be a low lunge and a side stretch. So low lunge. Reach the same side up and over to the side and bend slightly. Whoa. Okay. I'll show that again. So, like a dog or a cat or any other land animal, and then use the same hand by your leg. And then, oh my God. Oh. Okay. We're gonna do this one more time, just to, ensure. So the low lunge, I would really be there for my feet. Okay. What I'm saying is low lunge with side stretch, that is supposed to help open your hips up. So, and so is the next position, which is supposed to be like this, and forward fold, which honestly I would do, but I don't want to. And also I'm going to look at the comments that you put. Huh? Tobias, you're going to have to get like a massage or something. Because if you're working 8 hours a day, or buy shoes that is going to ensure that when you're working 8 hours a day, it does not provide discomfort. So, now the next pose is going to be called, is Malasana, which, just this. This allows you to open your hips up, yeah, and ground you. So like, and also this is great for digestion. So of course it's morning where I am, and doing these yoga poses early in the morning allows me to have, like, start the day mentally and physically grounded and restored. Ooh, this. Okay. Because I'm going to continue listening to my body. It was hurting there, which is not really the same place that we were trying to, have an impact on with our pose, but it is what it is. And so we honor our body, listen to it, and move on from whatever is hurting it. Now, the next part of our class is targeted restorative poses. So these poses are going to allow you to deal with the emotional irregularities that come up, especially during luteal phase. Yeah, PMS symptoms and fatigue. So the first position is legs at the wall. So let us put our legs at the wall. This calms your mind down. So wherever you are, even with your feet hurting, Tobias, this would be great for you as well. Ugh. I can hear our kitten. इधर आ रानी. This is where baggy clothes. That's why they need that thing in the bottom, don't they? Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna come back. My kitten's calling me. This is the little kitten. Look how she runs away. So I don't let her into my room. So that's why she went in there and she was making noises. She's like, look, I'm here. You can't stop me. And no, I cannot. All I can do is pick her up and get her out. Now the legs up the wall will reduce swelling in your feet. So Tobias, this will be great for you too, as I said. It will reduce swelling, calm your nervous system, and regulate your energy. So you're able to focus your energy on things that matter to you. This kitten has disappeared again. That's fine. I'm not. She'll make a noise. I did lock the door, so let's see. Now, after legs up the wall, which is also known as Viparita Karani, we move on to reclining twist, where we lie on our back, draw knees to the chest, and then drop them to one side. Okay? That will help with digestion, detoxification, and emotional release. So, lie on our back. Let's start. And now, knees to the chest. Okay? Use your hand if you need to. And then drop it to one side. Oh my God.
Oh. And then you move on to the other side because see, I locked the door. So she went, searched the house, and then came back in. Honestly, animals are so beautiful, kind-hearted. Yeah. Well, their animals are beautiful, amazing. टॉयलेट सुसु पोटी बाहर जाना है खेलने जाना है क्या हुआ है क्या चाहिए बच्चा भूख लगी है प्यार चाहिए I'm asking her what she wants and the way that's how we talk she then replies to me ask her various questions and she answers with a she wants to go out I think बाहर जाना है बच्चा हाँ बाहर जाना है हाँ बाहर जाना है रुको 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 हाँ 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 अंदर आना है okay I'll let her be out for now okay the next position after this is child's pose you know the final position in our halves and salutations so if you want, you can always use support for this. So under the torso, you can add something here. For now, because we don't want support. This position really helps you feel like you don't need to be stressed about anything. Everything in life is good, amazing. It's just actually no, it's not good and amazing. It just is. Oh. How long have we gone so far? 3, 4, 2, 3. Oh, I like 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay. And now the final stage of our yoga class because, ladies and gentlemen, my body hurts. So, during our final phase, just before we start menstruating again, this is when we start feeling anxious, like everything just, our body is a lot more sensitive. This is when testosterone goes up actually. And so, the final part of our yoga class is going to be focused on trying to manage
those energies so that they don't negatively have an impact on us, on our day-to-day lifestyle. So the first one, so it starts off with pranayama or meditation. This is, in English, it's called bee breath, which is just hum. But in Hindi, it's called Brahmari. I like that name. One of the things that I found was a lot easier for me when I'm doing breath work is to sing or hum. So with the bee breath, I found, I want it that way. So humming, I want it that way. It kind of has to, it's like mindfulness. It allows you to kind of reclaim how you think you want something to be. Or two, it's also allowing you to do breath work. So hum this song anytime you feel anxiety or you feel just scatterbrained, just you don't know what to do right now, where to go. I've also found when I'm like having a really emotional reaction, humming allows me to kind of get out of that and focus on the present moment. So try humming I Want It That Way. That is the best breathwork exercise, like pranayama exercise that I didn't come up with it. I mean, I just used the song in that manner. The last word you can do, you can end it with normal meditation or guided meditation, where you scan your body. So while you're breathing, you focused on where, not just when you're breathing, like inhaling or exhaling, both times, what part of your body feels tension. But all you have to do is just focus that you just have to notice, oh, there's tension here. So right now, while I can feel tension here, 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 and lower back. So all you have to do is just be like, oh, I notice it's there, and that's it. Okay? Growing up, I used to be told that whenever I wake up, I should rub my palms against each other and then put that over my face, like do this, and then rub it over my face. And I never understood why that happened and why my mother would tell me to do that. But then I was like, I actually did research. because I wanted to prove her wrong, but then I was proved wrong because doing that wakes up your body, like your brain. So as soon as you wake up and you do that, you know the few moments it takes for your brain to go, oh, okay, I'm awake, and like, you know, now I can move about. This reduces that. Like your body automatically is like, oh, we are awake, okay, cool. And your brain just goes, all the neurons start firing a lot more. Even in your sleep, your neurons are firing. Did you know that? You're breathing. Do you know the amount of body work, bodily function still happening when we're sleeping? That's why I try to eat at least 2-3 hours before you go to bed. And we end our class with the Savasana. Savasana. A Savasana is called corpse pose, by the way. Ooh, optional affirmation that I added there was, I am grounded, calm, and in tune with my body's rhythm. You could make it poetic. I am calm, I am grounded, I am in tune with my body's rhythm. Oh, we'll come up with something eventually. Eventually, I don't know. Corpse pose is just lie down. You don't have to say oh actually. Stretchy, stretchy. It's a good time to be alive. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I didn't do any exercises that were physically demanding, but my thighs hurt from the yoga class I posted a couple days ago. The ovulation phase active, like, you know, standard yoga. Honestly, if you are not an actual beginner, I would suggest that yoga class. And if you're a man, that's a lot more active. I think men have to deal with hormone fluctuations every 32 days, and for women it's 28. Okay. I guess that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe, like. That will really help someone like us to post more videos that will be tailored to each and every one of you. So, you know, please leave a comment if you want a particular class tailored to you, and we will post that. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I will see you guys soon. Bye.